Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Marilyn. Now, are you interested in making rhinestones like the rest of us are? But maybe you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the resources, you don't have the financial ability right now to buy them. Then this video is perfect for you because this shirt is made out of faux rhinestones. Now here's another project that I did, and I did that a couple years ago. They are beautiful. So, if you're interested in rhinestones, but you just don't know where to start, check out my video description. I'm going to have a link to a rhinestone expert in there. Check out her YouTube channel, her store. But until you're ready to go full-blown rhinestones, you might want to try this project. Now, in addition to my computer, my Cricut, and my heat press, here's what I'm going to use today on my project. And here's a similar project that I did almost 2 years ago. And I do have a tutorial online on this, but if you watch today's video, you're going to see it anyway. The thing about the HTV that I'm going to use is it mimics rhinestones. So this vinyl is a holographic vinyl. Now this one is a Caesar brand, and it's just called holographic. And the beauty of it is, see all those flecks? Those mimic the faucets or the facets of a rhinestone. And that's what you're going to need to do this project. If you try to do this project just with glitter HTV or even a foil, you're just not going to get the same effect. And then in addition to the silver Caesar HTV, this one is a Cricut brand. Now with the Cricut brands, they are actually called holographic sparkle iron-on. And then you can see on this fuchsia one, it has those same flecks. So that's what you're looking for when you're buying your vinyl for this type of project. Now Cricut also has this. It is the Sparkle HTV. It has those same flecks in it. It's under plastic, so you may not see it as well. You could always use this, but the problem with this is, and I figured this out after I bought it, when you cut your pattern, you're going to be cutting through a bunch of those circles. So to me, it's just better to cut it yourself. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump onto the computer. We are not going to spend much time on the computer, but I want to talk to you about one thing when using this vinyl. All right, here's the basic design that I'm going to cut today. And this is not one that I made. I think this came from the Impressa Mod Anime, which is a lady that is on Facebook. And so I'll put information about her in the video description. I'm pretty sure that's where this came from. Now here's the difference between true rhinestone templates and cutting faux rhinestones. With a true rhinestone template, these holes have to be within a certain range to fit your stones. And they can't vary from that, or your stones just aren't going to fit right, they're not going to brush in right. But with a faux rhinestone design, since all you're doing is cutting it, you could easily resize these and you'll be fine. Now, you don't want to make them too much different because then they're just not really going to look like rhinestones. Like if you stretch this really big, it's just going to look like big circles on your shirt. But you definitely have some leeway with the size of these stones or with the size of these circles. So what I did is I took this basic design, and there were a few things I didn't really care for. Some extra stones here I didn't like. I wanted a second stone going from here and here, just like there is on the E's. And then I also thought this B was kind of big. So now it may look smaller because I'm zoomed in less, but the crown, the queen, and the word B are all the same size. What I did is I made the actual picture of the bee smaller, and then I crammed in a few more of the stones that are showing in black here. Now those are actually going to be the silver. So I'm ready to cut this. I'll just take it into Cricut and we'll get started. All right, I've imported my design in. It's on my canvas, so we're ready to cut this. Now before we do though, I want to go ahead and go up here to flip and flip horizontal. Now you can just do that when you're cutting. You can say cut in the mirrored, but I really prefer to just do it so I don't have to remember on each layer to mirror it. So I'm just going to go ahead and say make it. And we're starting with the silver layer. I'll say continue. And then the setting that you want to pick for this is the holographic sparkle. So I'm just going to search for holographic. Here it is, holographic sparkle iron-on. So I'll select that and say done. And my Cricut light is flashing. All right, let's go ahead and weed the excess off. I've already cut around it, so I'm wasting less vinyl. All right, so I've got a corner lifted. Let's see how well this weeds. That's great. All right, I've pre-pressed my shirt just to remove moisture and get a smooth surface. So now I want a lint roll just to remove anything that might get stuck under the HTV. Now I have my designs generally lined up. I'm going to have to do them in layers, but I wanted to line them up to kind of see where it needs to be on my shirt. So for my first layer, I'm going to press this for 20 seconds at 330 degrees. And then you're not supposed to peel the backing off these till they're cooled to the touch. Now with a lot of the pink HTV exposed, I'm going to go ahead and use a Teflon sheet over the whole design. And this time I'll do it the full 30 seconds. Now I think the design and the colors are beautiful. I really like how they turned out. And I waited longer to peel this one, and it's definitely making me less nervous. So I kind of rushed peeling the first one. Just be more patient than I am. All right, here it is, and it is cute. See when you move this around how it mimics the glitter of rhinestones? Very, very pretty. But remember, you need to have something like this to give it that magic look. That turned out nice. So thanks so much for joining me. And until my next video, bye-bye.